Hello again, loves. Rebecca here. Welcome back to the channel. And today we have a celebration hop. I have not been able to join one of these in quite some time, so I'm super excited to be back. And today we are doing my lovely friend Scrappy Kea. You can find her on YouTube and Instagram under that name. We were on a design team together. She's a very lovely, lovely person, and her channel has now hit 1,000 subscribers. So if you haven't already subscribed to her, head on over and do that. Today we are going to do scrap lifts to celebrate. And I have chose this lovely one of her off of her Instagram page. We've got the wood grain background, a nice little L design with a big photo, some mixed media in there, and some florals. So I'm going to do this photo right here, which, yep, is the wrong way. But you know I like to turn things. So I'm actually thinking of turning it that way so that the photo will sit up in this top portion and will go out and over. I'm not going to be using any of these really big things that I made. So I'm going to go through here, kind of figure out what I want to use to pull in. We've got all kinds of scraps, so I'm going to kind of keep those to the side because I can use the scraps to create the layout. We do have some sequins. And alright, so I need to know, what do you guys do with the acetate pieces? Like, I get them, but I never... That's usually what's left over, so then I just stick them back in my little specialty thing, but... I need to figure something out. I don't know what I want to do with it, but I want to do something with it. Alright, so we need to pull one of these. Actually, I can use one of those scraps. What are we going to use? Is there a wood grain in here? If not, I can pull a wood grain, but I'd much prefer to try to use something here because, as you can see, we have a lot of this left. I don't know why I have two of those right in a row, but I might actually end up using that peace sign. Whoa. Okay, well, we're going to use the peace sign instead of a wood grain because we already crinkled that down, so that does kind of seem a little fitting. Alright, we're going to use those scraps. Let's pull this little thing out. Alright, so actually, I'm going to go ahead and get some of, get this, and I'm going to cut the branding strip off, and instead of picking things first and paring it down, I'm going to figure out the mixed media portion of it. It does look like we've got some stenciling and some splattering. So I'm going to go ahead and figure that out first, and I'll be back and we will work on that in just a minute. I've got my photo matted. It's just on one of those scrap pieces. I did the white so it pops. Got my two pieces. Trim's going to go somewhere like that. I did kind of lay it down and kind of draw a little square there. So we're going to take the Brutus Monroe circle stencil. We are going to use chipped sapphire distress ink in our little blender brush. And we're just going to blend right in here. And kind of no real pattern other than keeping it, you know, in pattern. So we've got it there. We are going to run it over here as well. kind of adding a little more ink. And I'm going to need to get some over here. So we've got the stencil work done in the 3 areas. So this one, all right, so we're going to just tear that right there. We're going to line that up with the edge. I need to get as much oomph out of this as I can, so let's grab our T-square ruler. And then I'm gonna grab that one more time. I've got way too much going on over here. We are going to pop that one in there. I think we're going to go ahead and pop this guy up on some foam. So we get the photo popped up on foam. Now, in case you're not familiar and new to my channel, I've been working on this project for quite some time. And the way that I work on projects is I take like these little iris containers. I used to use them to store embellishments. I don't anymore. But like in this, I just put that in here. So this was full of our trip to Chicago. We took a weekend trip to see the Grateful Dead in concert. We walked, you know, we did a lot of like tours, things. We only lived 4 hours from there. We went to some museums, then we went to Wrigley Field to see the Dead. And this is everything from the concert. And before that, I did, as you can see, like the walk around day. And I pick a collection and I scrap with that collection. So this one is the not Maggie Holmes. This is it Maggie Holmes? It's Jen Hatfield Stardust. So I am using this to kind of, I try to use up as much of the collection as I can on that particular event. So that's just a little bit, so that's why we are working on this, and it's from as you can tell, I am pretty behind in my scrapbooking. And I don't know if I would say I'm pretty behind, or because there's usually, you know, I was used to being caught up by February on everything that had happened the prior year, but COVID, we didn't do a lot. So, oh, I need to clean the stencil. All right, so we've got that portion done. I am got some paper there. We are going to take Delusions ink spray in A Balmy Night. And I'm just going to use my Glassboard Studios glass mat. I do have a discount code down below if you want to pick out any of these from their website. Click on the link, and the code's Rebecca20, and you get 20% off anything in their store. And this is my favorite glass mat. It's huge. So I've just got wax paper. I was getting ready to throw it away, and I figured I'd use this to kind of get some of the look that our lovely friend had. So I'm just kind of going. Now the wax paper does the packaging technique a little bit different because it's waxy, so it almost repels it differently than normal packaging would. I'm just smearing it right onto my mat here. And then just kind of going right in there and kind of following along the lines of how I did the mixed media, right? And I usually just take a rag and wipe that right up, and I do clean it once a week. I scratch it down with a little razor blade. Alright, so we've got the packaging, and then we're just going to do some splatters with it as well. So, kind of up close splattering, just to kind of control what we got going on. So I'm going to let this dry and pick out some of these other elements that I want to use to create the cluster here. And kind of like so. I am going to put my title up here. I think I know. Well, technically it should be like here and here. But I think we're just going to go right along there with the title. So I am going to stick in some of these little like one of these. We're going to go ahead and trim this. Let's make this into a banner piece. This from one of the cut apart sheets. So like this, I know we're going to go ahead and just, that can even serve as my title. You make me smile. Do a little best friends for life. Maybe not. Maybe just the one. So that's just kind of what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of play around, see what I can grab out of here, just to kind of jazz it up a little bit, to make sure that we're going to bring justice. I like to always bring justice to the scrapbooks I do. I don't want them to look horrible. But give me 1 second. I'm going to clean my stencil up. We're going to let this stuff dry in there, and we'll be right back to kind of finish the layout. So I did do a little bit of work. I got my title going. We got Rob, but you make me smile. He even used a comma. I fussy cut out one of the cards, and you remember when I put that on there, so I just popped that over there. This was also on the colored, so very lovely. Got this right here, Life is Beautiful, Crazy, and Wonderful, and brought some of this color down here with that. There were just two little pieces that I had left over from a previous collection or layout. So I kind of need to bring that up, but I got to figure out how to bring it up. So let's pop in another tag. And then, because I'm not even going to be able to tell that it's a tag. Let's see. That in there as well. So we're just going to trim it just a little bit so that it slides in much easier. And then with what we cut off, we're going to add right up here No, we're not. We're going to put it right there, and we're going to connect them. Put this right there. And what do we have in the sticker book? This is not going to be too overpowering. Let's tuck this heart right up here so we can bring this blue up. And we'll tuck this one over here. So we're just tucking. Go ahead and get this one tucked in there. This little cool, it's kind of like a little awkward speech bubble, but we're just going to cover up that speech bubble part and put cool right there. Bring some more orange in. Again, just covering up the fact that it's a speech bubble. And see what else we got. So this guy is now tucked in too far. Move him up a little bit because we're going to tuck in some of these florals back here, right? And we'll get a butterfly. I'm going to go ahead and tuck him just a smidge under. So there's just a little bit of trap space right here, so I'm just going to go ahead and pop in that butterfly. What do we have around here that we can use? I'm just kind of looking through to see what I might want to pull. Nothing from that. Is there anything? It would work because we are besties. I think if I try to keep adding things though, it might get a little like mucked up. So we're just going to kind of pop in a few of these floral bits. All right. We're going to pull the cool up. And this butterfly now needs to move. Put him over there. Tuck that other little bit up there. And going to kind of fill in some of these little areas with some of these little flowers. And we're going to add some of these little gems. Just kind of here and there. So let me finish adding these gems and we'll be right back. Alright, I finished with the gems, and I did take the new bow drops in duck egg blue and gave little butterfly trails to 2 butterflies. And that's going to do it. So here is our original by Scrappy Kea. I turned it this way to create this beautiful layout. I am so happy, and congratulations to you, my dear. Hitting 1,000 is a super duper milestone. It's just like... It's just one of those things that when you do it, you're like, yes, I finally did it. So congratulations to you. You have beautiful layouts. You guys go check out Scrappy Kea and everybody else playing along to celebrate for her and with her today. And I will see you guys later with another video. Bye.